Hey guys, E here. Sorry, it's been a while. I been trying to do well, I'm not really trying. Oh yeah, I'm trying to only do one brew review a day, and was out of town. You saw the video on the e-bomy side of it. Been out of town with work, and did not get a brew review up. So I'm gonna make up for lost time. Gonna be looking at two different things. I figure might as well go big or go home. I've been wanting to try the summer snow sake that I got from Mr. AK-47 Master, and unfortunately I disturbed it. Otherwise it was really nasty. Just gonna do a traditional glass of this. Let's see, what can I tell you about it? This one was kind of heavy hitter, I believe. 18.1%. And I figured I don't know shit about sake, so how long can we possibly talk about it beyond smooth? So then we're gonna move on into Hebrew, the chosen beer, Funky Jewbelation. This is a very interesting sounding beer. It is a blend of 6 different ales and lagers aged in 50% bourbon barrels and 45% rye whiskey barrels. And it has a list of the origin beers. They have a Jewbelation 15, aged 7 to 10 months. Origin, aged 11 months. A Bittersweet Lenny's RIPA, aged 12 months. Messiah, aged 6 months. Coney Island Lager, aged 12 months. And Albino Python, aged 3 months. So, yeah, this sounds like something that is either going to be very, very good or very, very bad. Let's do the sake first. Okay, so much for the pour. There you go. Does that look good or what? Mr. AK-47 Master. Here's to you, my friend. Well, to be honest, it tastes surprisingly a lot like soy sauce. Very strong soy sauce. Soy sauce and sock water. Wow. I'm just going to throw this under an acquired taste. Yeah, I don't know what good we could possibly come out of me reading the back of it. It's strong, and it doesn't taste anything like the other one. I actually did in my video, he made fun of me because he thought I'd go for this one because it had flowers on it, and this actually tastes like cherry, or it's a plum wine. It tastes a lot like cherry, and this one at 12.5% isn't a lightweight either, but this one is actually sweet and kind of enjoyable to drink. that, I was kind of looking forward to it. It's if it was thicker, it almost tastes like something that you'd actually pour over a meal. Now that I think about it, that actually might be something she would, Miss Bomi that is, use more for cooking. Either way, nothing wasted. That's the sake. Now on to the Hebrew Funky Jewbelation. Doesn't do a video in, was it over a week? We might as well just bust right into this crap. God, with all that stuff in there, I have to go with the 50 cal opener. Oh, speaking of that, sorry I digress. You guys that follow Miss Bomi and her zombie hunter here, I just want to show a couple things that she did to it. It now has the ambi charging handle in it, the Raptor. Jim, Hornet Fixer, really set her up for her birthday. This thing has a Slimer green or red biohazard reticle in it. Just wicked. And thanks to Alex, Alaric357, it now has that as a muzzle brake. This has not been fired since putting that on there, but Alex informs us that those ports on the top help to push it down to counter recoil, and if you're standing to the left or right of it, it is about twice as loud as it would normally be. So just thought I'd give you guys a quick update. I think that looks a lot better than the linear comp that was on it. And thanks to Alex, this is like an identical item in looks to the one from JP Enterprise at a quarter of the price. Thank you, Alex. Whew, that was scary, touching a firearm after drinking sake. Okay, here we go. Funky Jewbelation. It's got a serious stout or a porter look to it. Good carbonation. Got a good couple fingers ahead there. Has a good so subtle sweet, like a molasses or almost like raisiny like smell, you know, with all that rye cask and barrel soaking. Kind of expected a really heavy whiskey smell to it, but not so much. There we go. What if I'm under the influence of sake? Wow. Suspense is killing you, huh? Well, it has that initial taste of something that almost seems like a science experiment. Like, there's not just like one flavor, there's just like a rainbow. Yeah, that was gay sounding. Rainbow of flavors. Wow, it is a lot sweeter than I thought it was going to be. What am I looking for? I'm actually looking for somewhere where it says barley wine, because it has that heavy barley wine kind of sweetness to it. Schmaltz Brewing Company. Saratoga Springs, New Jersey. Or, no, sorry, New York, not New Jersey. I don't know which one of those would actually be the insult. Both kind of an insult to me. Wow, this is gone completely different than I thought it was going to. It's just a really powerful initial heavy sweetness to it. Just almost, God, there's like so much stuff going on there that it's hard to pick out one thing. Very, very sweet. I'm not noticing any whiskeys or bourbons or a blend of 6 ales and lagers aged in 50% bourbon barrels and 40% rye whiskey barrels. The barrels must have been brand new. That's all there is to it, because everything I've ever had that said that it was aged in a bourbon barrel, and of course this here, hate to keep referencing back to it, because this was before I was throwing the E scale in there, the Dragon's Milk. This stuff is 10% by volume, and this is just outstanding beer. Not sure I'm liking this. It's way, way, way sweet. No bourbons. Kind of a, once again, like a heavy, almost molasses. Kind of so overwhelms everything else. And it's almost, once again, what the hell is this? Has better viscosity than WD-40. Whew. Oh. Hang on. I can see the battery is about to die. Let me plug this thing in. Apologize. Sorry, be right back. Very unprofessional. I always do that. Did a camera dump after doing the eBomi video, and usually I always forget to turn it off and never quite make it. So, one interesting thing though is take the time to stop drinking it, and what's left behind. That sweetness is like somewhere between black licorice and cherry. Kind of almost like a blend of both of them. But that sourness that it has to it, maybe what kind of disturbs me, because it becomes a mental image. Like get that almost like vinegar. Some salad dressings. You got yeah, this is definitely an acquired taste. Still not really noticing the whiskey part of it. It's almost like it's got the serious sweet notes of like those barley wines, but I'm still gonna go with almost like a heavy cherry with a little bit of black licorice on there. maybe some caramel on the end, but it's definitely a thick beer. Does mask the alcohol content well. Would I buy it again? No. Don't really care for the really sweet. And definitely don't like to use the words, you know, kind of a vinegary kind of a sour when I mention beer. So, onto the E scale. I'm going with a 1. You know, you might disagree. To each his own. I don't really care for the really syrupy like sweetness to it. I think we're gonna muscle through it. Might set this aside in the fridge. Like I said, this is Saturday, so I'm gonna probably do one more brew review. I wanna grab one more while I have the opportunity. Might not be able to do one until the end of the week. So if I get a couple of them up and ready. Let's see what else could we possibly look at in here. Ooh, this gonna be a surprise. I'll try to pick something that I think is gonna be good. So the sake. This one was kind of a fail. I think this one would be good for cooking. Kind of a vegetable satay, even some beef, I believe. I definitely wanna give that a try. The funky Jewbelation. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna give this a 1 on the E scale. Just kind of disappointing, man. There's just so much going on in there. I really had high hopes for it. But I'm going to keep this cold. I am going to finish that, but thanks, guys. You'll see me probably in 24 hours, and for me, it's going to be about 5 minutes. Go get a clean glass, and I'm going to pick something else out in there. So, E out of here.